bet you weren't expecting that. It's okay, bud. It's okay. It's okay. Now he's scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. The fur ball. Hey, it's cool. It's all good. Mommy did that. She was trying to do dramatic effect, and now she's like ruined your psychology. All good. That's Mommy. It's all good. Alright, I was trying to be exciting, guys, but now I've freaked out the dog. It's all good. We're gonna give him some love. I just wanted to surprise you a little. I wanted to jostle myself a little bit, too, because, man, been in a funk. Been in a funk. Funktown funk you up. Pretty much. Yeah, just doubting myself, stepping over myself. I forgot. Yesterday Easter. I've lived 4 lifetimes since then. Yesterday, it's the national days of that I forgot, was that it was National Walk Around Day. And that seemed significant because I got a lot of my poem inspo from Momo, and she used to say this great thing, full of great things that she would say, but she used to say this great thing about when people walk over themselves or walk around themselves, like you're just intentionally, you see yourself, you're right there, and you're just walking around yourself. And it put it in that metaphorical sense, the National Day of Committee, which, like, can I please be on that committee? Please hire me. I want to be part of this. I'm doing all these poems. Like, put me in the game, coach. But yeah, that sense of knowing exactly where you are, seeing what needs to be done, and just walking around it. It was talking about that way. Like, it said, yes, you can physically, like, walk around things. That was the name of it. Walk around things. Of course, obviously, we can interpret that literally. But then they got really deep about, like, but we're also walking around things that we're avoiding, and maybe we should stop. How about it? Oh, this cutie is so upset by the noise. Gotta get him in because he's just being so gosh darn freaking cute. Who am I? Is there light on me? Are we in this thing? I don't ever know. Mr. Baby got a little bit upset. But hey, I'm just bringing you this really funky vibe where I'm kind of like that guy with the nudie titties. I don't even want to say his name because he was kind of did some messed up things. But, you know, the old nudie titty look. The dude with the power. Why can't it ever be a lady? I actually always wanted to start a nude magazine that was more empowering in body shapes and sizes. And please don't steal my idea. God, I'm always so afraid of intellectual property and thoughts. Just getting gobbled in this gosh forsaken spy robot world. But, you know, with like lavender fields and many types of people and both sexes and inclusivity and empowerment instead of just like but why can't it ever be a lady who has that kind of gusto? I don't know, just been thinking about it a lot. There's this new show called like Seeking Sister Wives, and it's like all these different couples trying to get one or more wife add-ons, and they're all like different sorts of vibes and religions and feelings and thoughts, and it's like, man, the judgment that would come down if that was a lady, that was a babe. Well, I guess you can be a babe. See, there you go. Even that word. You can be a babe of any kind. But if it was a femme person trying to like get all these hubbies, be a totally different story, dude. We would not be accepting it like that. I'm like, yeah, I'll divorce you and you can get on a plane and marry this other chick and be just hunksy doorsies. Got a slipper on one foot and not on this foot because I pushed the record button with my toe again because I'm basically on my way to being in Cirque du Soleil. That's right. Anyway, that's the gist of my kind of thoughts, I guess. I was trying to go really easy on myself. With my cool lounge chair, too. But, I don't know. It just seems like women, even if they have this power moment, still have to be in, like, corsets and high heels and tormenting themselves. Like, it's never just, A woman chilling, having her fill, right? I'm drinking out of this old school McDonald's Flintstones cup because it makes me feel powerful. This is my favorite cherry juice because I'm a baller like that. But yeah, just kind of fit. And this is one of several pipes my father has given me because I am a Taurus and I'm very fitting of that stubborn-headed dreamer, crazy beast. But yeah, the bull made me feel cool, very cool to have the bull. So here we are, day 96? Can't even remember. Yesterday was like 85 days long for me, and then today I just felt very stunned. Put myself in quite a tizzy yesterday. But I think we're on 96. That's, okay, well, yeah, gonna give you your fix on day 96, but it's freaking me out. I'm getting really close to 100, which I'm setting a very challenging bar for myself. What else is new? And I guess I'm pretty stressed out about it. I'm a little scared. But those are the general thoughts and ideas. I'm not even going to get so deep into it because I was really just trying to give myself a little tiny bit of a break today because I've been coming at you with these full production value. Look how long my legs look right now. It's like a rap video. Also, just to point out that this fabulous robe type garment I've had since I was 5 years old. And I think I wore it for Halloween once and people were like, what are you? Like, is this child actually showing up to my door as a 5-year-old girl child trying to be a pimp? And I think I said I was a cheetah performer. Or I mean a leopard performer. I think I was like, I'm a leopard performer. And they were like, okay. Just as long as you're not what I thought you were. But I had to put the silk pocket square in there just to really be taken seriously amongst, you know, the commoners who read my magazine. I have to be taken seriously. Of course I do. But yeah, golly gee willikers, I wish women could get away with 1/100th of the things that men do. But they can't. And so that's the world we're in. And it don't budge much. It just don't budge much. This precious creature, so frightened by that pop he was. But yeah, really, I was just trying to like pop myself out of it, pop myself into it, stop myself from walking around myself so much. Yeah, so I'm gonna go easy on me today. Not something I do very often at all. And just make it relatively short. You're like, thank goodness for once this chick doesn't talk for an hour. Holy Jiminy. But I'm gonna keep it. Oh, I should have had my lava lamp going. What a loser. Should have had that lava lamp for sure. But yeah, I have a lot of thoughts that I don't know how to express to anyone I know at all, including myself. And I was surprised to find this. I forgot about this poem writing entirely. And it's very like the depths of my mind, the worlds, the textures which I wish could exist without so much risk and circumstance and jealousy and humanness. Just, yeah, this kind of like noir movie going on in my mind that I don't know how to express to others, or even maybe not even to myself, and lack of accepting myself and who I am and what I am and things like that, things of that nature came up when I read this. Totally forgot I wrote it, but I'm not gonna go into any kind of detail because I do some expose, but I'm not trying to get that deep into the expose waters. You guys remember the ladies' man? If only I had my Cavatier. I don't have any Cavatier. I only have this cherry juice, but I assure you it's very sensual in nature. But yeah, it's to really gloss over it. It's definitely about one of 3 duos that I had a crush on that was like a girl and a guy. Not couples, but a gal and a dude who fit some description, who were in some sort of similar gaggle. And I think I've narrowed it down. I can't really remember though. Yeah, I fall in Lush a lot. Tags, dibs on the tags. That's my thing. I said it in another video. Don't take it from me. It's mine. I made it up like 9 years ago. Not the company with all the great body products. I know that's a thing. But just the action of falling in Lush. It's kind of like love, kind of like lust, kind of like a crush. It's Lush. And this was, yeah, some combo. Not entirely sure. Not really sure. One of the ladies who I think it could well be, I think I have it narrowed down to who it is. The more practical response, especially for this aesthetic. But one of the gals it could be turned out to be just straight up vile. Really mean. Horrible. Did some things to me I don't even know how to admit or accept that they really happened. Like, that people could be that terrible. But she was. What do you know? Pretty people. That's the other thing. I guess if you're a woman and you're a certain level of bazango beautiful, then you can get away with a lot. But anybody who's like crazy attractive, I guess, kind of tips that scale of what people are comfortable allowing of them. But if you're, just somewhere in the middle in any way, shape, or form, you're going to have to keep up appearances and mind your P's and Q's and every other letter of the alphabet. But okay, here we go. I'll just give these 2 things are sort of similar. The second and sort of 2.5 piece, the other half of it is about Momo and the times we spent together, and that ties in because she really brought out my wild child, and we called ourselves the Wild Ones. This was, 13 years ago, so it was way before that's been used in a lot of advertising and labeling of things, the Wild Ones, but I feel like we get it. I feel like we did it first. Like, maybe someone used it in the 70s, and then I feel like it was kind of us, and then now it's a million other things. But that's okay. That was kind of our duo, and, we did Halloween once as, like, I was Betty Page, and she was some other very scantily frou-frou, and just did it up, man. We just really did it up, and allowed our cup to spilleth over. And I guess I was kind of like feeling sort of nostalgic about that wildness, because I've just been such a gosh dang square for a minute here. Not even really stirring the pot a little bit. So hey, this was just a nod to those days. So yeah, the other one I'll read is like, we used to leave each other poems everywhere and pieces of it. She'd write a line, I'd write a line. So I'm not even sure which piece is mine and which piece is hers, but we would continue each other's poetry. It was really cool. It was such a great challenge. I should do that with someone again. Do it with her again. And she stemmed the only thing that grew for me yesterday with my poetry, because I was stuck, and then I wrote like 25 pages. And yeah, so I would leave it on her windshield, and then she would sneak it in my dresser drawer, and then I would put it in her shoe, and then she would put it in my school book, and we would find the most creative ways to continue each other's poetry. So, the other one I'll read to you, it's crazy because it's pieces of paper, like these are all, like sticky tacked to one big piece of paper, but it's tons of little strips of paper. I just made it really hard for myself. And then the other one is another similar thing, where we were just always challenging each other in that way to keep the poetry flowing no matter what, no matter which way the wind blew. Could learn a thing or two from those versions of ourselves. So, pulled this dusty one off the shelf, and here's some like sort of after hours stuff. Okay, get ready. Get in something comfortable. Don't know what the title is. I'll probably just use a title. I'll make up a title from some of these words in here. Don't remember this at all. Here we go. Thought this book was blank this morning. It has inside its pages one poem so far, an homage to yet another unreachable lover. Put the journal down, thinking your own thoughts were not yet beautiful enough for its blankness, unfilled virginal legacy. This need to take your characters out of stale modernality. The madness of fluorescence. Take me from this noise, friend. I couldn't come with you because I wanted to touch you. Conflicted by connections, you've touched her too, her lips. We both have, but she'll always fall for someone else. Someone with a car and a corruptive confidence. An undeserving chiseled specimen. Or someone else who fools her. Neither one of us can truly have her. Do we ever have anyone? She has the softest kiss so far. Too much an addict am I. If I could transport her, it would be Egypt indeed. The hot pyramids, unfazed by the prying eyes of the modern world, were jeweled in scarab beetles, jade, perfume bath, bare-chested in the desert sunlight. The royalty touches whom they please. The royalty touches whom they please. Rose water beneath the Pleiades, the manly urge to be within her temples, triangular brick windows, servants passing fruited gold trays, sticky fig fingers. We know nothing of the world of machines. The music box is beyond imagination. So many gears inside. I wash her hair with orchid blooms. She is mine forever. They mummify their priestesses. Who is the regal one here? I am in deep worship, but I think it is she who sees me. I have given up my power for her. They'll never marry me to a king. The water never cools. The never-ending steam trail, mosaic tile. I'll robe her in the finest silk, wall-to-ceiling mirrors, surrounded by my own luck. A fully viewed kiss on the neck. Would she ever let me there? And you, we both find you hundreds of years behind us, like crumbled clay. She deems you a spring love sprung from musical awe, rolls with you in the fresh grass, keeps a piece of you in her pocket. She rests the memory of those kisses on a windowsill in early summer, stashed between antique perfume bottles and untended rosemary sprouts. You grow into a far part of her. Are either of you telling me the truth? And now I'm faced with a new link. The serpent sprawls over a daunting new path and beckons me to follow. Is touch required here to feel the burn of Mars? Is this a mere meeting of the minds, or do fingertips have a place here? I cannot meet you because I do not know any place but here. It dawns on me that you too have a secret space and time in my imagined figments, far off fantasizings, circles upon circles. What does it all mean? If I took you in this portal, we would find ourselves in decadence, a most peculiar couple, a brooding Victorian duplex. The neighbors are a bore. We rival the silent street with our fearless soirees. Each room is a cortex of desire. Velvet and silk drape every single inch. The wandering eye is never kept in the dark long. Candelabras divinate the questing guests down long corridors of possibility, Klimt paintings in every doorway. This is Paris. We American tourists take these masks of indulgence as far as they'll carry us. We're husband and wife for the time being, but naked bodies are being painted, bathed, and explored in every room. Absinthe drinks, opium dens. The Romans would feel vulnerable here. Suits of armor line the staircases. I emerge, calling your name. Silk kimonos suited, red pouty lips, flowing bohemian curls. I tire of tonight's lover. Where on earth is my true friend? I find you in the study, spinning a globe. Do your feet itch? I ask. You laugh into your nightcap. Chew a stray ice cube. Were your ears itching? You retort. We are no match for each other. Prolonging an embrace which finds its way each evening. We've learned to live this way. Too much is never enough. I finger through your boyish collection of dried flowers and butterflies. No wonder I married you. The Duchess of Disaster, the Duke of Details, playing with the candle flame like a child. I ask if you're waiting on anyone. God, you say, it'd be nice if they show for once. I smile, but scoldingly. You know what I mean, I whisper. Embarrassed by my own needs. You shake your head no, looking into your caramel-colored drink. But I thought you were waiting for someone. I brush off the idea with a gesture. Do I have to ask? You take me closer warmly. You smell like ducks, cigars, and coffee with a hint of spruce trees. Perhaps you'll stay with me tonight then. I smile shyly. You know all my secrets. Wow! There's a little nightcap. I was just digging through a million things as I always am and was like, maybe this, maybe, I don't know, I suck, I don't know, blah, blah, when am I going to get a job, I don't know, and I was feeling crazy. And then the one thing that stuck out to me about that was that today I was not really vibing on many of it's the National Day of things, but it is Caramel Day, so I found that, your caramel colored drink. And I was like, cool, yeah. Okay, 2 more short ones and then we're done. I think dinner's almost ready, so I'm going to go to it. So this is me and Momo. Momo and I. Grammar. Even the rapscallions must use grammar. That's good cherry juice. So that's supposed to be she and I. She gave me this piece of art, and this was one such. I think this was her continuation of a poem that I believe I have read to you. I'm starting to lose track. But she continued one of mine that ended with, in an apple red delirium. And she continued, in an apple red delirium, punished not the two, we two towers begin again, zero ground, brick by brick we manifest to certain fullness, a magic kingdom all our own, where our will is law, our desire is passion, our next stop, your frail and broken heart. Make way for the wild one's passage, safely into the journey. We unite, take flight, and never come down. We are never coming, already there, done. So good. She can just hit it out the park real hard and quick like that. But that's supposed to be us. And this was one I think that we wrote to each other, I'm pretty sure, line by line. So, yeah, we'll end it with that. Pretty cool. I was reminded of how cool that was when I read this and was like, hot damn, I need to do that again. So, here we go. It all starts with a door, a simple passageway. You may call it a portal. Their spirits fair and dark, equal and unbalanced, proceed with what mortals may call caution. What's the use of leaping, they thought, if there is no chance of falling? Their fingers craved the texture of deep scars, infinite flaws, and idiosyncratic delights. The sand was of the quick variety and sucked them down as fast as they came. How wondrous the fire can be once it stops burning. Miracles come in large doses the farther they go, their dreams interchangeable, their souls mixing but not dissolving into one another, the oil and water of existing. Love was just overheard, but it seemed too easy to call it that, so they found new ways of naming it. They heated it to a high degree because it said specifically to store at room temperature. They were unaware, it seems. Oh, what dreams. Take both forks. The light is infinite from up here. They'll see us if we want them to. Oh, the temptation of forever. They can never go back. Everything they will ever learn, they know. Door after door with no handle, handle after handle with no key, and still they venture. The quest for virtue. Has the human race invented a new shade of red? Do their eyes see color as color sees their eyes, or have the circles invented new identities for themselves? Shape love's form until he runs from her and forgets his own name, melting into the lost impulses of the heart. Time's old hats had been hung out to dry, so they tried on different versions of each other. Clouded by supposed to, they stayed out naked in the cold and remained there until ice felt just like fire. This alien landscape promises a different skyline every day, every time a new chance at divinity, at tempting and unprecedented gift of all new terrain. Can you imagine how familiar the ocean is to the clouds now? Hey, hey, stuff and things and memories. And what I found cool about that was, also totally forgot about that poem. It was in some weird Ziploc bag of the past. And as were a lot of other strange things that shouldn't have been shoved in some plastic bag. But hey, sometimes that's how my noggin works and I can't help it. But I talked yesterday about her pulling me out of things or getting me to move when I tend to, like, if I'm in the quicksand, I said yesterday, just, like, keep writhing, even though I know that's not what you're supposed to do. And when this one talked about the quicksand, and I thought that was crazy. It was, the sand was of the quick variety and sucked them down as fast as they came. Yeah, so freaking A. Just found her yesterday. I hadn't talked in way too long and found words I needed and moments that I had been pleading with the universe for and couldn't locate, and she restored some sparkle up in here, and I just thought that's crazy because that's the description I was using, is that she gets me to stop jerking around in the quicksand so I can survive it. So goodness sakes, there it is. Quickie for you. A little bit of a parting of the red velvet curtains of my mind. Most importantly, this awesome smoking jacket from 5-year-old me. I'm a cheetah performer. I'm a leopard performer. Obviously. Don't you know that? It's like the hottest costume of the year. Leopard performer. Come on. Get with it. Always wear silk pajamas. That's it.